All right, guys. All right, guys. So I have a couple stocks for you guys. Okay. Um, I did get in on a couple of these. These are penny stocks, and also I want to talk about Microsoft. Okay. But first of all, um, here's one stock right here. It's called 60 Degree Pharmaceutical, and I kind of felt like this was going to do a move early this morning, so I just went on. What is this? AMC something. So I went on and took advantage of getting into this. I only bought 79 shares. Don't knock me for buying 79 shares because, okay, it is what it is. So some people will get on here and say, oh, you only got 79 and I have 2,000. Well, that's you. That's how you invest, okay? But anyway, excuse me, guys. I just eating some breakfast here. Anyway, so I'm in on this. I feel like it still has more room to run, but we will see. Okay, the market is not open yet. It could just be a pre-market runner. Let's look back in the history right here. So a week ago, it was down at around 24 cent for a whole week. A month, it was down to 27 cents, somewhere around there. Let's go over 3 months history. At one point, it got up to here to a 35 cent. Now it's way above this three month high. Let's go back a year. See if we can get something over here. Right in here, it reached 60 in January. Okay, so it's very possible it could run back up here to the 60 area, and try to approach the 90 and then the dollar. But we will see. I could be wrong. Okay, it could be just testing the waters for a future run. This possibility that it could be doing that just today to see where it's going to go, unless some news came out. I didn't look into it. I didn't research any news on it because I don't have time for that at the moment. Okay, but I feel like I should get in on this. I'm already up right there, 3%, 4% now, and we're going to see where this takes us. I wanted to make this an even 100 shares, but then I took some money and I bought into this other penny stock that only put a few cents in. Okay, but okay, this is the main one I'm watching today for potential breakout. This one I kind of want to hold on to this because it's just making these weird crazy moves. The volume's at was it 39,000. What was the volume on this? 30 million. Okay, so this one right here, another one, SRFM, Surf Air Mobility. I want to keep an eye on this also. I want to keep an eye on this for like a couple of days, like all the way until next week, because I want to see what this does. It is on the delisting list. If you look up here at the top, here it is, not meeting the listing standard. So it could be delisted at any time. So when you see things like this, the best thing to do is go look up when their delisting deadline is, because that should tell you like the time frame that you should either stay or get out. If they're going to get the list, of course you kind of want to get out of there, right? And then also they could do a reverse split. Okay, leading up until that time, they can do a reverse split at any moment. And me personally, I do not like to stay in a stock that's going to do a reverse split. As soon as I find out, I'm usually getting out. Okay, there are sometimes things do a reverse split and it takes off and it starts running, but I don't know. I don't like to be in there. Okay, so I do have my eye on this one. I got in on this one. Let's see what my average cost. Let's go back. Go back. Come on, load. Okay, so it's loading so slow. Okay, so I only have 25 shares. My average cost is 32 cents, and right now it's at 33. Let's go back over here because I want to show you my average cost on here. My average cost is 40 cents. I kind of started buying a little, like I bought in like way down here somewhere. I bought in down here, okay? And then I started buying a little bit more. I had some more change somewhere. I sold some little stocks, and I'm like, I'll put it over here. So my average kind of went up, okay? It was like in the 30s, 36, 37, my average was. But anyway, so I want to keep an eye on this. Hopefully it looks like it's going to do the stair step thing and just keep going up. It's just my opinion, or it could pull back. I don't know. But I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm keeping an eye on this one also. Now, Microsoft. Um, everyone heard the news about Microsoft this morning. If you haven't heard it, you better go look it up because a lot of Microsoft platforms were not working correctly. People that were connected to Microsoft couldn't get in. People were seeing the blue, they call it the blue screen of death, where it says recovery on it and you can't do anything. So they were having some issues. And typically, it's not advice, but just from me learning in the past, when you hear news like that, you either do the opposite of what's happening so you can gain more later, right? So you heard bad news like early this morning, and it seemed like it started around here, and it just tanked and tanked and tanked. And then, the news came out, people waking up and they start to see it, and some people start selling or getting out of their stock because they think it's going to crash. And then you have some people over here who took advantage of that. As it's going down, they're going to ride it back up, all the way back up to right up in here. Okay, it's very possible it could ride back up to 441, and some people bought all the way down here 427, and it did what I expected to do. It was going to rise back up. But did I get in on this? No. I'm just watching it to see if I'm right about what I'm predicting. So Microsoft most likely is going to recover. Okay, over time it's going to recover. Because look at Microsoft is like the SP 500, okay, or the NASDAQ. Over time, if you invest, like, it's not financial advice. If you invest in these, you see it just constantly down, up, 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 up. Now you always have these. You're going to have these dips, right? But if you look over time, like, this is what it did. Okay, so if you were to treat some of these stocks like a bank account, right? Instead of putting your money in a savings account and letting it sit there, you're going to save this money over time. You keep putting money in your savings account, and then eventually you take it out because you saved up a certain amount. The bank is not going to give you money back on your money sitting there. They're just going to use it and loan it out and then give your money back. Okay, they're going to make money off your money. Now, this is just another strategy some people are using. You can take that money, instead of putting your money in the bank, you put it on a reliable thing that constantly goes up over years, which is like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, Microsoft, Apple. Like, if you look at the history of those things, they're just constantly going up and up and up and up. They may take a big dip when something happens, but then it goes back up, 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 up over time. So if you put your stuff in here for like 10 years, something, you already know most likely, highly likely, you're going to get a percentage back, more than what you will get back if you just have it sitting in a bank. So, and that's a strategy you can use for, like, if you're doing like a long-term savings. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's going to recover. Now, the cybersecurity that Microsoft uses that kind of caused this whole issue is this right here, CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is the one that does the cybersecurity for Microsoft. Okay, and since they had an issue with one of their, I guess it was a patch or something, update, it caused all this big mess. Okay, and you can look at the pattern. It's very, very similar. So you already know that if this is going to recover, Microsoft going to recover, then you know this is going to recover, right? Okay, but that's it, guys. So those are my two picks right here. I'm going to keep an eye on this penny stock right here. Okay, I'm getting back into my penny stock picks, so guys, just keep a lookout. I'm not saying that I'm always right, but I'm learning just like you guys. I'm here to learn. So these are the two that I'm watching. Okay, and I'm definitely watching this because I need to see where this is going to go, and then once it hits a certain point, I'm going to get out. But I'm definitely going to watch this, and this one I'm going to watch up until like next week. Okay, so that's it, guys. We're going to see where this takes us. If it pulls back, then I may get out. I'm willing to lose a certain amount, and if it hits that amount, then I'm gonna get out. Okay, but that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you do all that stuff they tell you to do on YouTube. Thanks for watching. That's all. I'm very grateful that you guys watch. And yeah, it's Friday. So yeah, let's get out of here. All right, guys. Take care. Peace.